I think music is magic. Like, you think about, as a writer, the work you have to do could be a culmination of decades of your ability to do it. And then you listen to some song written by some 22-year-olds, and the first three notes contain more power and emotion than you will ever muster. Like just there's something magical about music. And so I thought, I mean, obviously Taylor Swift is in the cover here. Where do you think music comes in as far as self-persuasion?
Well, it's funny you mention that because, you know, if you then go back, you take your favorite songs, which are so beautiful and so much meaning in them, then you read the lyrics.
Yeah.
They can be so utterly lame.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift I find really interesting because I actually used her as an exemplary soul, or a person who's really in touch with her soul. By the way, I have to name drop here. I mean, we already did. But I was the first editor ever to put her on the cover of a magazine.
Really?
And when I tell
What
that,
magazine?
it was the Southwest Airlines magazine. And I had a Wrangler,
Yeah.
and I said, look, a lot of our people love country music. Go find a country music star that will be the next star. And this brilliant Wrangler said, here's a 17-year-old. We need her mother's permission. So we put Taylor in the car. And of course, like, that meant nothing. She has no idea who I am. And yet, I'll tell you what, nothing I have done in life will magically charm a 16-year-old as much as my name dropping Taylor Swift. Now, that being said, what I think is great, there was a moment in her life that I think every Stoic would truly understand. Kanye West at the VMAs.
Yes.
Got up, I'm gonna let you finish, and then just grabbed the stage. She was crushed by that. Yeah. She was still a teenager.
Right.
It really set her back, and yet there was this kind of determination that behind us, and she herself put that in some of her lyrics, in her songs later. So what she was doing was practicing the magical charm of being herself. Of expressing her soul in such a way that they seemed like they were one. And Aristotle called that charisma, which comes from the same Greek as, charm, karma, or from song. It all is deeply related. So this magic of expression, how you express yourself through the rhythm or music, she did it all. There are foreign powers that are begging her to come to improve their economies by giving a concert. I mean,
No, it's crazy. I tell the story in the updated edition of The Obstacles to the Way. When she finds out her masters are being sold, and she really can't afford to buy them, or she doesn't want to buy them, whatever. She found this to be an injustice, and you can, obviously some people have parsed it and they feel like it's a bit self-indulgent. But the point is, she felt like she was getting screwed over by the music industry, and it changed her relationship with her own back catalog. And the decision to go, hey, all right, I'm just going to re-record my back catalog, and I'm going to update the music, and I'm going to do new art, and I'm going to make it this thing. She was already one of, if not the biggest pop star in the world, and she's become bigger than we conceived of a musician being able to be because of this thing. It all stems from the decision to re-record the music, because what happens is, for basically 2 or 3 consecutive years, all her old stuff is coming back out. It's being rediscovered by the existing fans. It's being discovered for the first time by new fans. The Eras Tour is a tour that makes sense because you can see now there are these different eras of the music, and becomes the biggest grossing tour of all time. It becomes, all the albums become some of the biggest albums of all time. That doesn't, when you want to talk about the obstacle being the way, that doesn't happen if this seemingly bad thing doesn't happen first. And then the choice to respond, like the Stoics say, we don't control what happens, we control how we respond to what happens. She decided to do this thing. No one said you have to do this. She would have been financially, musically, artistically totally fine. She would have been in the boat of most artists who don't own their catalog if she just said, this sucks, I don't like it. I mean, she could have spent the next couple years just complaining about it in interviews, or she could have said, you know what, I've made enough money, I'm done, right? She could have taken the ball and went home. There's all these different ways that you could respond. And the way she does respond is not just this sort of public relations jujitsu. It's not just this marketing genius. It's not just creatively interesting. But I also think she uses it, to go to your point about self-persuasion, she decides to interpret it as this sort of motivating thing, in the way that Michael Jordan would perceive slights and use them to motivate himself. I'm gonna humiliate this person because of what they did to me. And it becomes this thing that just catapults her to a totally different level. I think when we say the obstacle is the way, it's about responding to the things that life deals you that way.
I would go one better on that. I mean, all that is really true and so well said. She saw herself getting away from herself. So she literally resumed ownership of Taylor Swift. What is Taylor Swift but her music?
Yeah.
She went to own it, and that's owning herself. She had such a great relationship. Aristotle would say she bought her soul back. That she got in close touch, expressing this deep sense of obligation, the philos that you have for someone else.
Yeah.
And that being her own soul. And that's why I thought she was the greatest exemplar of the Aristotelian soul I could come up with.
Well, then the irony is she makes so much money that she then does buy back. She just bought back all the rights to the original catalog.
Yes.
Like a few months ago. And so now she owns the new catalog and the old catalog.
She went down to Hades and found her shades and brought them back.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's lovely. And that's what I think being an artist is a metaphor, in the sense that shit happens to you, both professionally and personally, and your job is to turn that into more work, right? It's to let it change and inform you who you are as a person positively, and then to channel that into the creative work. You want to keep your Stoicism journey going every single day. At this computer, I write one Stoic inspired email that I give away totally for free to people all over the world. There's no spam. You can unsubscribe at any time, and you can sign up at dailystoic.com/email.